By the end of 2024, with Olympic champions Ma Long, Zhendong, and Chen Meng all stepping out of the world rankings, China's table tennis landscape was forced into a reset. A year later, as 2025 draws to a close, what does the national team look like on the international stage without them? For the women's team, the picture is relatively clear and stable. Sun Yingxia and Wang Manyu form a dual core, still the backbone of the squad. Sun has long held the world #1 spot, with Wang right on her heels. Together, they not only dominate the rankings, but also act as the team's anchor, keeping everything steady. The men's team, however, paints a far more complex picture. With Ma Long and Zhendong gone from the rankings, the younger generation was forced to shoulder responsibility earlier than expected. Wang Chuqin quickly became the focus, tagged as a rising star, a player with high expectations. Critics, meanwhile, pointed out that at 24 he still hadn't claimed a title at the big three events, amplifying every win and loss. At the same time, Lin Shidong, who just a year prior was competing in youth tournaments, had to step up as a mainstay, carrying the weight of the next generation flag bearer label. Reality, however, proved harsher and far more complicated than expectations. Early in 2025, Lin Shidong shone brightly. He claimed 3 titles at the WTT Singapore event and even reached the top of the men's singles world ranking. For a while, everyone said he was the brightest spark in China's next phase, a glimpse of the future arriving ahead of schedule. But competitive sports are never fueled by momentum alone. As the season progressed, his performance fluctuated. Consecutive stops at the Doha World Championships reminded everyone, even a prodigy needs time. Becoming fully capable of carrying the team overnight is simply impossible. Wang Chuqin, in contrast, had a season full of ups and downs in 2025. Several key losses hit him hard. In April, during the Macau World Cup men's singles semifinals, he led Brazilian star Hugo 3-1, only to have Hugo rally and take the next 3 games, winning 4-3. That loss not only cost Wang a shot at the world title, but reignited doubts about whether he could break through in the major events. In August, at the WTT Yokohama Championship men's singles final, he fell 2-4 to Japan's Tomokazu Harimoto. That defeat ended his 8-match winning streak against Harimoto and exposed weaknesses in adjusting tactics against fast-changing opponents. Doubles didn't offer any relief. In July, at the WTT US Grand Slam men's doubles semifinals, he and Liang Jinquan were swept 0-3 by the French Lebrun brothers, knocking China out early in the event. This loss reflected the overall decline in China's men's doubles strength and added extra pressure on Wang. There were matches where he led comfortably but suddenly went cold. Matches where he played brilliantly but faltered in the final stages. The story of strong but just short at the finish seemed to follow him through most of the season. As the year progressed, Wang gradually adjusted his rhythm, patching up weak points. He learned to stabilize easily shaken scores and control situations that previously spun out of his grasp. He was no longer just a player placed at the core. He was actively taking on the responsibilities of being central to the team. This strength wasn't born purely from talent. It was built piece by piece, match by match. In 2025, Wang Chuqin stumbled often, but he also learned to stand taller with each fall. Lin Shidong's growth and ups and downs provided a counterpoint, giving the younger men's squad a real shape. Without the shelter of their predecessors, they learned to find balance through falling and rising again. China's men's table tennis team in 2025 wasn't perfect, but it was moving forward.